SCP-217 Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Containment area is to be kept behind 2 reverse pressure airlocks. Chemical shower sterilization, full contained atmosphere hazmat suits, and 24-hour post-interaction quarantine and testing are mandatory for all personnel entering the containment area. Should containment be breached, the blast door for the containment and research area will seal, and the chemical agent SCP-217-11 will be pumped into the air. Any humans exposed to SCP-217 are to be contained and held for observation. Any items touched by those affected by SCP-217 must be sterilized. Description: SCP-217 is a virus, incurable by current means, with a rate of infectivity at 100%. It affects all organisms in the kingdom Anomaly, and can be spread via touch or contact with bodily fluid. SCP-217 is very hardy, and can survive with years outside of the host body. The progress of the infection is very slow, with some subjects going several years before manifesting any symptoms. SCP-217 alters the biochemistry of organic tissue, causing organic matter to rearrange into a form of organic metal. The processes involved in this change are not yet fully understood, but the advanced stages are well documented. A subject will begin to turn into a complex arrangement of gears and clockwork, these taking over the former biological functions. Advanced stage infection is reported to be very painful, but earlier stages are oftentimes unnoticed, with only vague feelings of confusion, insomnia, and joint stiffness. The heart is replaced by gears and small tubes, joints by gear networks, eyes by structures unlike primitive hand crank film cameras, etc. SCP-217 first shows on the outside of the body in all creatures except for mammals. In mammals, it first converts the internal structure before manifesting outside of the body. This can cause those infected to go for very long periods of time without knowing of the infection. SCP-217 has even been shown to totally convert the inside of the body before showing any externally visible symptoms. SCP-217 has infected several major metropolitan areas in the past, most notably, the mental state of those in the middle to advanced stages of infection have shown to be much diminished. Subjects respond in a repetitive fashion, and are very dull and mechanical in action, and easily distracted and confused, and they appear generally irritable when faced with new problems. In addition, research on a fully converted brain has been Document number 217-6, Notes on the Symptoms. Subjects infected by SCP-217 have, at early stages, reported no major symptoms, aside from increased lethargy and a general lack of emotional response. Some subjects have reported a feeling of fluttering or moving under the skin, coupled with a persistent ticking noise. This noise seems to be most prominent when SCP-217 infects the shoulders, neck, and head. However, it is inaudible if recording equipment is pressed against the affected area. Initial infection of SCP-217 is, as already stated, almost undetectable. As the infection advances, subjects will begin to feel sharp, tearing pain in the areas that are being converted. The pain has been compared to a knife wound or a deep muscle tear. It can persist for hours or even several days, depending on both the subject and the affected area. The new clockwork organs appear to tear and rip at tissue for a short time, before becoming fully integrated and settling into the surrounding tissue. This is believed to account for the pain. Areas infected appear to be metal, mainly brass, steel, and iron. Other substances have been reported appearing to be leather, rubber, glass, wood, and other basic materials. Despite appearances, it is purely organic material, and even carries the subject's DNA. Organs and tissues affected appear to be more resilient than normal, carrying the same strength and density as the materials they resemble, instead of the normal tissue density. The areas damaged repair over time, but it is much slower than the standard human regeneration. Damaged areas can be instantly repaired by replacing the damaged areas with new parts of the same type. Testing has shown that there are no ill effects if parts made from normal materials, steel, wood, and leather, replace the existing biomechanical clockworks. Most alarming, people infected with SCP-217 can continue for months, even years without being detected. With infections so easy to spread, hundreds could be infected before proper containment could be enforced. Infection appears to spread most quickly in large offices, malls, and other large concentrations of people. Addendum: At this time, cross-experimentation between SCP-229 and SCP-217 is allowed only with O5 approval.